In today's video, we're going to take a look at the career timeline of Tom Brady, then versus now. Before jumping into the video, don't forget to click the bell button and subscribe to our channel for more amazing and exciting videos. Tom Brady is one of the greatest NFL players of all time. His 6 Super Bowl victories will keep him in the history books as one of the greatest players. But he's done more than that. He represented an entire region. Brady was a discarded quarterback in college, but for New England, he proved to be a savior. He made the team one of the greatest dynasties of professional football. Although he is departed from the New England Patriots, he still remains a huge phenomenon among fans. Today, we'll be going through his career timeline, then versus now. Early life. Tom was born in San Mateo, California, and he's the youngest child and only son of his parents. The family already had huge enthusiasm for sports. His 3 sisters used to take part in any type of sport possible. Brady used to go to watch their matches to cheer them on. This is how he got the spirit and enthusiasm for sports, by watching his sisters. He recalls that he always used to fight with his family to take hold of the TV remote to watch football. His interest in football started at a very young age. He recalls some of the earliest memories of going to the game of San Francisco 49ers every Sunday they were in town. He was a particularly huge fan of their quarterbacks, Joe Montana and Steve Young. When he wasn't watching football on television or in games, he would play football. He started to take part in football in school. What was his position, you might ask? Well, you guessed right. He's always been quarterback. He started to play organized football when he was in high school. In his freshman year, he was still a starting quarterback, but in his senior year, he was well recognized by everyone. He was also a star catcher in the baseball team. When he left high school, he was recruited to play baseball for Montreal Expos, but he decided to accept a football scholarship to play for the University of Michigan. Football, football, and more football. Moving on to the NFL, Brady was drafted by the New England Patriots in the 6th round of the 2000 NFL Draft. Initially, he served as a backup quarterback and played in only 1 game during his first season. The 2001 season was a different story. After starting quarterback Drew Bledsoe was injured, Brady took over, proving himself a strong leader with a powerful arm. Anyone who doubted his abilities only had to look at the team's record. In the postseason, he helped the team secure a win over the St. Louis Rams at Super Bowl 36, and Brady received the game's MVP award. During the Super Bowl, the track record of the New England Patriots was not good. They were considered to be underdogs. They only had a chance to compete twice in the Super Bowl, and they lost both times. But now, they were going to be led by an inexperienced quarterback, Tom Brady. But regardless of everything, Tom was very calm and very confident. He was so calm that he took a nap before the game, and when he woke up, he said to himself that this was just a football game, and everything was going to be fine. The game indeed was nail-biting. It was said that the match would go into overtime, but Tom made the winning strike, and New England Patriots won the match. This was the start of his Super Bowl fantasy. His NFL career is full of interesting stories. One such story is when he led his team to win their 2nd Super Bowl game. Everyone was celebrating the success. Millions of people were watching on their television screens when Brady was asked where he was going to celebrate. He replied, quote, "I'm going to Disney World." There he joined a long line of amazing athletes who were featured in one of the most famous advertising campaigns for television. Anyone who's familiar with Super Bowls knows that the ads between the games are a big deal. Tom was going to celebrate his 2nd success by going to Disney World. In this way, he started tradition of visiting the place as he already had been there after his first win in the Super Bowl. Next day, he could be seen roaming the streets of Disney's Magic Kingdom with his mother. There he was warmly welcomed by fans and Mickey Mouse, who cheered on the Super Bowl hero. Brady Mania. After his amazing win at the first Super Bowl, the Brady Mania swept across the country. people were going crazy over him in the United States. Sports enthusiasts and critics sent heaps of praise towards him. He was being called self-assured and hard-working. Girls were after him. They liked him. Even parents liked him. It was being said that every parent in New England wanted their daughters to be dating Tom Brady. This was the start of an amazing career, and the love that he received from fans was mind-blowing. He was called to judge at Miss USA pageant. His face could be seen in every new ad campaign for a top brand. He was also listed by People's Magazine as 50 Most Beautiful People in 2002. He was also invited by President George W. Bush to be a special guest at the White House. Despite all of this overwhelming response, Tom managed his celebrity status very calmly, like the way he played his Super Bowl game. He said that even after being invited to amazing events and getting the ad campaigns, the most fun he had was the moment he won the Super Bowl. Later career. His winning streaks continued all these years. He went on to win 3 NFL MVP awards and 4 Super Bowl MVP awards, and then won a record number of 6 Super Bowl championships. There was one time in his career that he had to face a controversy, known as Deflategate. It was found during the 2014 season that 12 of the footballs used by the New England Patriots were underinflated. Some of them were measured to be less than the requirements allowed by the NFL. When the accusation started, Tom said that he didn't know anything about it. Another thing added fuel to the fire of these accusations. It was brought to light that the Patriots coach, Bill Belichick, was fined in 2007 for videotaping the signals of the coach of the opposing team. Despite all of this, Tom tried to stay away from media and focused on his matches. We guess luck wasn't with him here. In 2015, the accusation made it to the headlines again when one of the investigators revealed that Tom was definitely aware of everything. A complaint was filed against him, and he had to face suspension. Brady appealed against it, but to no avail. He accepted his suspension in 2016. He was missing for the next 4 games of the 2016 season, but he returned with a bang. The team made it to the Super Bowl championship, and Tom was ready to make another victory. He had a purpose this time. He wanted to win this game and dedicate it to his mother, who was suffering from an undisclosed illness. During the game, his mother was in attendance and all eyes were on Tom, and he did not disappoint. The game was thrilling, and it was the first time that any game had gone into overtime in NFL history. But Tom led the Patriots and made a historic win. This was his 5th win in the Super Bowl rings. Now at the age of 40, there were no signs of stopping this powerhouse. He was getting ready to take on his next Super Bowl game. But during this time, an unfortunate injury happened. Tom had injured his throwing hand during practice. Although the injury was serious and it required more than 10 stitches to be closed, he made an amazing comeback and won his 8th AFC title. Now he was ready for Super Bowl 52, and he definitely lived up to his big reputation. This time, the Patriots were definitely lacking at the game, all thanks to an amazing play of the opposing quarterback Nick Foles of Philadelphia. Despite all of this, the Patriots ended up winning the game, and it was the 6th win for Brady, the most wins for any player leading the pack. But it was clear during the game that Tom was no longer the golden player of the game. He didn't even throw a single touchdown. Despite all of the criticism for the 42-year-old player, Patriots started the season with 8 wins, but they were sent back during the first round of playoffs by the Tennessee Titans. This started a debate for the NFL future of Tom. Everyone was wondering whether he would retire or play somewhere else. During March 2020, Tom had hinted that he would still keep on playing, and 3 days later, it was revealed that he had signed with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Brady already was the oldest quarterback at 41 to win a Super Bowl when the Patriots took out the Rams in Atlanta a couple of seasons back. Notably, it was the only one of his 6 Super Bowl victories in which he didn't throw a touchdown pass. But when you're that age, of course, you just don't score like you used to. Although there have been concerns about his performance at this point in his career, there's no doubt that he'll be enjoying the amazing sunshine of Florida, and he'll definitely be provided with extra parking space. And why not? He had one of the most remarkable NFL careers of all time. That's the end of today's video. We certainly hope you like it. And if you did, leave us a comment down below, click that thumbs up button, and click that bell notification button so you never miss any of our updates. And as always, thanks for watching.